welcome to Acoustic Scribblings. Thanks for watching today. My name is Jordan, and today I am reviewing for you guys this Ibanez AW150ce. Almost forgot what I was going to say there. This guitar is awesome. So I just bought it about a week and a half ago or so, something like that. And when I pulled it out of the package, I was not completely sure what I thought of it just yet. And I tuned it up, played a little bit, and you know, like all new guitars, you gotta tune them once or twice, but I just was not sold on the tone. And I've been playing this for, like I say, about a week and a half, and I took it to my church on Wednesday and used it in our youth band, playing with a bass, another acoustic, and a set of drums, and I really liked it. And I really liked the feedback I got through the pickups in my monitor, and really enjoyed that. So I would definitely recommend this guitar, but I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it. I'm going to start with the woods, and I had to write them down. I'm sorry I don't look awesome, you know, just knowing them all off the top of my head, but I can't really pronounce some of them. So Sitka spruce top, excuse me. And this is actually done really well. I believe they claim it is a solid wood top online. That is not true, I don't believe, because of the crease I can see down the middle of mine. But it is Sitka spruce, and it is done really well. So I do like the top on it. And just want to point out really quick, there's no binding on it, which I also really like. I like that that just even seam right there. It just it looks a little better to me than having like that black plastic or white plastic around the edge of your guitar. OBM back and sides, I think that's what it's called. I don't know. But I'm going to turn it around and show you because it is beautiful and very well done for a guitar in this price range. So, very pretty. And then the neck is Nyata or something like that. I don't know. Also very pretty. It has a very slim profile, which I do like. I like the smaller neck. I'll show you that there. So my hands are about average size, but this neck is so easy to play on. I can wrap my thumb around when playing, and I just don't have any problems with it. I really like it. And then Ovencall fretboard, which I like. Small frets on it. They are very, very little, but I do definitely like the way this thing plays. It plays very good straight out of the box. I haven't set it up at all yet, which I'm going to do here within the next couple of weeks. But yeah, even out of the box, it's playable. It sounds great. D'Addario strings on it. The tuning machines are chrome and nothing special, but they do look good, and they fit the overall, just the aesthetics of the guitar. The headstock is beautiful as well. The back of the neck, you can see there's a seam there, two-piece neck, and yeah, so that is the overall, the woods and everything like that. The electronics are actually Ibanez electronics with a Fishman under saddle pickup, which, like I say, sounds really good. Played it on Wednesday with our church band, and it was great. I really enjoyed it. The output is twofold, actually. It's got a 1/4 inch and then a microphone, which is really nice in some scenarios. I always just use the 1/4 inch because it's easier and maybe, in my opinion, just a little bit more trustworthy, but I do like having the option of microphone output as well. So, yeah, that pretty much takes care of all of the guitar itself. It is made in China, so that's kind of a bummer, but that probably reflects why it is in that $400 price range, because I believe for $400, this definitely beats out at least a couple that are 100, maybe 200 more as far as acoustics go, with possibly the exception of the Martin X series. So, because I've played those and they are hard to compare against. So, yeah, I definitely like this guitar and I'm very happy with it. I've done videos in the past of my Ibanez PF15CE and my Ibanez AW54, which I really liked. The Ibanez AW54, excuse me, again, is very similar in comparisons. I think that if you're going to play just mostly acoustic and not plugged in, I would actually buy the AW54 before I would buy this. If you like the spruce top, you know, go for it, but honestly, they are very similar as far as quality and, tone. So if you're playing acoustic, like I say, I would spend a couple $100 less and buy the AW54. However, the AW54 with the cutaway, you can get pretty much the exact same thing if you're looking for a little cheaper. So where this guitar shines and what it sets it apart from all other guitars in its price range that I've seen is this contour right here. It is very, very comfortable for sitting and playing. I have yet to have any complaints with sitting down and playing this thing for any length of time that I have so far, because it is so comfortable. So most Dreadnought guitars, I would sit and play for maybe an hour or so, and then my arm would just start to hurt from sitting on the sharp edge of a larger body guitar. And so with this contour here, I can sit down and play for however long I want to, and I feel fine afterwards. Like, it's not a problem at all. So really liking that so far. Yeah, and then no pick guard. I was a little bit skeptical of that because I like the traditional look of the pick guard underneath, but the longer I have this guitar, the more the look of this just clean top here without the pick guard really, I don't know, I just really like it. I wouldn't even put a clear pick guard on it at this point, just because I don't think it would help anything really. I don't think it'd make it look that much better. So yeah, that is pretty much everything. Oh, except for the electronics themselves. So the electronics, like I say, Ibanez electronics, you got a bass, a treble, and a master volume, and you have a onboard tuner right here. So that is really nice, and I did really like that when I was playing on Wednesday because I was able to tune up while I was plugged in to the sound system and not have any problems as far as noise or having an extra piece of gear that I had to be plugged into, or an extra like tuner from my pocket or up on the headstock. I just really like that built-in tuner. It makes things so easy. So if you guys have questions for me, please leave them down below in the comments, and I'm going to do some playing samples for you. But real quick before I do that, if you guys want to see more pictures of this, or have any questions, or just like cool guitar stuff, I am on Instagram at Scribblings Acoustics, so my name, Acoustic Scribblings, backwards, and you can find me there. I post pictures of my guitars, some of my gear, and just different projects I'm working on with that stuff. So feel free to jump over there. Please hit like, please hit subscribe while you are here on my channel, and I hope you guys enjoy these sound samples. Alright, so I'm going to talk a little bit as I go through the sound demos, so I hope you guys enjoy this section of the video. So I had the capo on there, just kind of messing around with it a little bit. One thing that I really appreciate about this guitar is the amount of sustain it gets. So right about there, after plucking those strings, is about where it fades out so that you can't hear it. When you do it with a pick, you get a little bit more sustain. I wouldn't say it's the best I've ever played, but I do think it is definitely ample for a guitar in this price range. So definitely I would like that. And then the other thing I like is the extra bass clarity so that this thing gets, so that most guitars, when you get a guitar with a clear gloss finish on top, you won't get that definition of notes, so that I don't even remember what they call it, but like that clarity that you get from your treble strings. You can almost never get that good of a voicing from the bass strings, but the bass on this sounds actually really good. So I'm will set my pick down. And even with a finger picking, it's pretty good. And the last thing I'd like to point out is that played up the fretboard, even though I have not set the guitar up at all yet, I still can reach very easy when I play up here. So the action on it is actually surprisingly good for never having been set up and for having, you know, a guitar that's built in that $400 range. These are about $400, like I say, on Sweetwater or on Guitar Center. But I can play way up the neck without a problem because of the slim profile of the neck itself. So I definitely really like that. So let's just play that for a little bit. Well, in closing, a couple of final thoughts I would have on this guitar is that it is not an out-of-this-world guitar. However, for $400, it is pretty fantastic. The contour feels amazing. The neck feels great. The electronics are trustworthy and work very well. And overall, it just looks really good, plays really good, sounds really good, plugged in or not. And I would say that this would be a valuable guitar to anyone in pretty much anybody that's beginner, intermediate. I think this would be a great guitar for you. However, if you are looking for a guitar that you are not planning to plug in ever, but you would like this quality, the AW54 provides a good option at about $200 cheaper. At about $100 cheaper, you can get the AW54 with the cutaway and the electronics, but no contour, no spruce top. So it looks a little different, but it will sound almost the same. Not saying the same, almost the same. Because of the back and sides and the open pore finish, which is what makes it similar, in my opinion. So I'm excited to use this on stage and in my living room in the future. So at my church, I will be playing this, every week or two, and I am excited to see about how long it holds up to the test of time. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Please like this video, and please share it with other people. And if you guys would like to, please follow me on Instagram at Scribblings Acoustic. Thanks for watching today, guys. Have a great one.